Are you an executive who has reached the ceiling in your current job, who has little time to dedicate to your career transition and need quick and practical advice? This is Happy Monday Executives, empowering executives in career transition, a weekly podcast providing you focused, actionable advice, insights, and powerful tips. With your career strategist guru, Isabelita Castillo.
Hello, and welcome back to Happy Monday Executives, empowering executives in career transition. I'm Isabelita Castillo, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to discuss salary requirements and how to put the numbers. This is really one of the toughest questions during job interviews, and actually during even unexpected calls from recruiters or even from talent acquisition. So let's start by making clear some of the differences. So when you're talking to a recruiter in a recruitment agency, those guys, literally, they are on your side, right? They are on your side. So they are there to try to get the most money possible for you so they can have their best fee. They get paid usually on a conversion and a percentage of your salary, whatever you're going to negotiate. So for them, they definitely wanted to make the most. So no need to tell them, oh, it depends on the offer, it depends on the opportunity, because they need the numbers. They simply need the numbers. So basically, the best way to deal with recruitment agencies, not recruiters, talent acquisition in-house, making it very clear here, there's a huge difference. So recruitment agencies, you say, listen, I don't know. If you don't know, you say, I don't know what to ask. Would you be able to help me out? And let's see what they do. If they say, no, I really need you to give me the numbers. Sure, let me tell you what I was making. And I would expect, hopefully, an increase. Of course, if you're not working, you can't demand too much. Say, listen, how much more can we get on the top of what I was making? And they will tell, well, I think I can easily get to 10, 15% on top of it. It's okay, it's within the budget of my client. Let me see what we can do. Now, it can be that you're going to say, well, I have an average expectation of, give a range between XX and XXX, triple X. Now, ask them, is this realistic? Because, I really am interested in the job. So I'm just telling you what I imagine, but maybe I'm out of idea those days. Everything is so dynamic. So is it realistic? So literally look at the recruitment agency as your partner, business partner. Say, hey, what can we do here? Because both of us will benefit. You will benefit by getting the deal, getting the job if you get the job. And the recruiter will benefit by closing that deal and getting that percentage. So, but be realistic. No recruiter from recruitment agency can send your CV to their client, which is your future employer, unless they have some idea of numbers. So it is very important to be open or to even request for some advice, but finish that call with the recruiter about that information with some numbers in mind. Don't launch too big numbers, because if you are too expensive, they will say, well, no point to introduce you to their client, and then you're out. If you're too cheap, also is not good, because, well, there was something wrong with this candidate. Why he would be so much cheaper than the others? And I've seen that, guys, in my life as past headhunter, a candidate that said a number that was much below. For him, it was a strategy. So he could be the first one on the pipeline in his mind. And guess what? He was not recommended to the employer, to the potential employer, because too cheap means something's wrong. Why would that be so cheap compared to the market? So understand about being real, the most genuine possible. And if in the doubt, give a range and ask, is this realistic? And I'm flexible depending on the opportunity, on the bonus, on the compensation overall. Clear? So this is with recruiters from recruitment agencies. When it comes with talent acquisition in-house, and some people call them recruiters, it's fine. But that means employer side, the company you want to work for, it doesn't matter who you're talking to there, you cannot give the numbers. Period. You can't give the numbers, but how do you do that? Extremely professional. Let's say you're talking to John, and John is the talent acquisition for the company that you're applying for. It could be your very first call with the company, and John tells you, well, hey, Bob, I'm calling you because I got your application and you seem a fantastic candidate for this position. But before I can put you forward, before I can put you through the process, I need to know what is your salary expectation. And now you're like, gosh, what do I do now? What do I say? You can't give the numbers. So how do you do that? You say, wow, John, first of all, I really thank you for this call. I'm so thrilled to receive this phone call from you. I was really looking forward to that. Now, well, this is really a good question because I really haven't thought about the numbers. Numbers is something totally secondary of importance to me. John, do you have a budget you can share with me? I'm certain you have a fair offer. Company ABC is so reputable. You guys have a budget. I'm certain I'll be able to fit within your budget. And John might tell you, well, I really need the numbers from you. Well, that's really something I might need to research on. Is that okay with you, John? Now, John might say, sure. John might give you the budget. So at least you don't give the numbers. If John says, sure, come back to me with your research, then really do a research. Go in glassdoor.com, go in google.com, try to understand what are they paying and give an average and say, this is what I found out in my research. If you have to come back with the numbers and give a range, give a minimum and give a number that could be beyond, let's say 30% of your minimum. Okay, and say, but however, I'm very flexible because numbers are secondary of importance to me. I really want to work for company ABC. It's a dream to come true for me. So in this way, they will say, okay, he's definitely flexible. And okay, it's worth putting him through the process. Now, remember, if you give a very high number, thinking that they're going to go down, no, they might just put you out of the process altogether because they have 5 other people that are within the average, what they can pay. And if you are 3 times more expensive, 2 times more expensive, then why would they even consider you as a start? So do you understand, guys? You can't be too expensive. You can't be too cheap. So when talking to an employer, basically the safest thing to do is really to tell them, oh, that's a great question. Humbly. That's a very good question. First of all, thank you very much again. But please help me out. All I expect is a fair offer. Now, if John comes and tells you, well, here is what we are paying, and he gives you, let's say you are expecting $250,000, okay, and that is your minimum as a C-suite. And let's say that John says, well, we are actually paying $180. Are you okay with that? Should I put you forward? You're not okay with $180. But you say, John, you know what? It sounds fair at first because I don't even know what would be the rest of the benefits. And literally, there are so many benefits out there. How about if you get, a very expensive car to drive around from the company? You can save, you can sell your car, so many things that could convert into cash into your pocket. So I say, John, you know what? It sounds fair at first. Unless I see the entire compensation, the benefits, the opportunity for growth in the organization, all of this will be into consideration, then it's hard for me to judge. But it sounds fair at first. Please put me through the rest of the process. So guys, here we go. Food for thought. So when it comes about talking about money, Recruiters Recruitment Agency, either give a range, try to partner, try to ask them their insights, give a little bit of an idea what you're making at least, and ask them for their advice. Now, talent acquisition in-house or anybody in the employer side, you will resist to your very best to give the numbers. I hope that was helpful to you. Now go and be that life creator. Bend this matrix. Go and get exactly what you're looking for by being determined, by being focused, by going for your goals, only thinking about what you want, not what hasn't worked out. And until next time, stay blessed. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned with my show and let me know what would you like to hear next. Thank you very much.
Never miss an episode. Never miss an opportunity. Follow Happy Monday Executives with Isabelita Castillo from any of your favorite podcast platforms. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Until then, stay blessed.